What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of KittyTheCockatoo plays Aviary Attorney. If you like what you see and you want to see more, then remember to peck that subscribe button and smash the notification bell. So last time we ended up being hired by the head of the police of Paris to try and find a black market arms dealer in an attempt to stop the French Revolution. We also have to pay off Sparrison's debt at the hospital. I'm trying to think about the places that we didn't go to last time. We didn't go there. So, let's go there. We've got another day to kill because we have to be somewhere. Oh, it's the fisherman again. Well, if it isn't the rude lawyers. You know, you owe me big. Guy. Oh, sorry. I read that totally wrong. I owe you? Yep. My fishing line stopped when I dragged you out of the water the other day. I had to buy a new reel. So the way I see it, you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1 million francs for saving your life. Oh, wow. I don't have 1 million and 2 francs. Ready? But you look so bourgeois. Alright, I'll tell you what. 2 francs for the line, and we'll call it even. I mean, it is only 2 francs. And it's not like it's gonna break the bank. But no. I don't owe you anything, monsieur. You dragged me out of the water on your own volition. So much for gratitude. Well, if you didn't come here to pay your debt, then why are you here? Why are we here? Alright, we have some questions. How's the fishing? So, got anything good? Today, not a kipper. This new fish line is really good, but I've run out of good bits, so practically useless by itself. That's quite an issue. Hey, Falcon. Do you think that fishing line would work as the high-grade string Monsieur Trove wanted? It just might. Say, Monsieur Kingsley, since you aren't catching anything, would it be possible for us to take that new fishing line off your hands? Sure, what's it worth? Didn't we already go over this fishing line payment business? Yeah, but that was compensation for the old fishing line. If you want to buy this new line, that's a whole separate matter. Also, I saved your life, remember? And that's probably enough to not rub that fact in your face? Much. Fine. So how much did the new line cost? 10 francs. There's no way that line cost 10 francs. You're right, it cost 1, but I added a little markup. That's obscene. I guess it's a bit. Tell you what, if you can probably make some killer bait, I'll give you a line for free. Killer bait, like worms. Sure, worms, sweets, whatever. That's what it'll be. You have some bait. You just want to pay me the cash. I think I have some bait that you can use, monsieur. Chocolate. Would these work as bait, monsieur? Are these fancy chocolates? Whoa! Yeah, these would definitely work. Okay, so I'll just take these chocolates off your hands. And then I'll give you my fishing line. And the deal is made. Wait, hold on. Now you're fishing bait, but no fishing line. I did not think this deal through. Oh well, can I help you with something else? Oh, I feel like we owe him some money. Have you heard of a man called the Croque Monsieur? A man called the Croque Monsieur? Nope, doesn't ring any bells. That's a strange man, though. Did the man name himself after the sandwich, or was the sandwich named after him? I have absolutely no idea. I could only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. This Sparrison, thick slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham. Stop. You'll give us all heart attacks. I think we're done here. Happy fishing, monsieur. Bye, monsieur fisherman. Hey, you know I hate being called that. Alright, so it's Friday now, and I think on Friday we had to go to a specific place. Because we... Where was it, though? There. We had to go there with the password that we got from the fox. Is that him? It must be. Excuse me, monsieur. Oh, God. What voice to give this guy? I don't recognize you, fellas. What's the password? The password, Itam, yes. Itam. Oh, I thought you fellas are bird brain cops, but you actually know the secret password. So, what do you want? Well, let's start with introductions. You are the Croque Monsieur, are you not? That's the Croque Monsieur to you. Mon Dieu. People always get the pronunciation wrong. I'm not really hearing the difference. In any case, Monsieur, Croque Monsieur, my name is Don't tell me, you idiot. Bringing up names can mess up an entire meeting. Why do you think I use an alliance? Just tell me what you want. Drugs, guns, explosives, slaves. Come on, I don't have all day. Well, to be honest, what I really want is... Ooh, is he gonna flip out if we just instantly go on about rebels? Like... I feel like if you go into the rebels, he's gonna know. Let's say that hypothetically, I wanted 100 pistols for as low as price as possible. Ah, you're starting a revolution, are you? It seems everyone is doing that these days. Take a look at this. It's a standard 1777 flintlock pistol. They've been churning these out since the old revolution, so we got buckets of them. They're good weapons, but nobody wants them because flintlocks are so 18th century, you know? Yeah, I know. And now we sell these at 40 francs a piece, but since you're buying in bulk, let's say 30 francs each. So if my math's correct, that's 3,000 francs for 100 of them. Do you want to pay now or what? Oh god. Oh god. That's a lot of money, and we definitely don't have that. Do you take checks? Very funny. And no, I don't take pocket lint either. It's called hard Napoleon's only. Let's just wait. I'll just do a normal voice and we'll find out who this is. Well, oh, it's Cocorico. Santa Mary, that's the fuzz. Cheese it. Wait, Monsieur Clark, Monsieur, come back. Never be a Falcon. I'll tell the dastardly fellow. Don't get too close, person. That crocodile's got a gun. What's all this ruckus? Playing cops and robbers, are we, JJ? Are you blind, Severin? That was the clock, Monsieur. We were on the crux of extracting some vital information about the rebels, but your smug entrance just ruined everything. That was the crock, Monsieur. I never would have guessed. You don't sound very concerned. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm quite impressed that you managed to track down such an elusive criminal. But I have something much more pressing that I need to discuss with you. More pressing than finding the rebels? Perhaps. JJ, I want you to answer this question sincerely and honestly. Do you go by a different name prior to enrolling in Paris Law School? What? What does that have to do with the rebel investigation? Or to do with anything for that matter? I'd appreciate if you just answered the question, JJ. I need to hear it from your own beak. Have you ever gone by a different name? Let's just be honest. I don't deny it. A man has the right to change his name. Indeed, a man does have the right, but why would a man do such a thing? I don't appreciate your accusatory tone. You sound just like Inspector Valetti. Right, that's it, isn't it? The inspector ordered you to dig up some dirt on me, didn't he? Answer me, Zalwin. What is going on? What did Inspector Valetti say? Bad. That clock can run. It appears that you two are making solid progress with your investigation into the rebel group. I'll be sure to let the inspector know. Where are you going? We haven't finished that discussion, Severin. We have. I've learned what I came to find out. Good day, JJ. Good day, Sparson. What? What was that all about? It doesn't matter. Zevin just broken his beak where it doesn't belong. Nosy. Lighter. So tell me what your little adventure, Sparson. You lost the clock, Monsieur, I take it. Yeah. He looks like a stumpy reptile. But he ran like a gazelle. I lost him in no time at all. I see where the clock Monsieur's lead gone. Our investigation has reached dead end. Not entirely. He dropped something. During the chase, he dropped something. What exactly? I'll show you. Follow me. Ugh. I think you need to do more exercise, Barrison. Don't judge me. Poor Sparson. Oh. Mon Dieu, what is it now, Muscle Clamp? No, my vet's hurting. I think I got something in my shoe. Well, get your big pallet. This is around where you saw the crocodile drop something, right? Yes, the barrel around here. Now let's put our investigation hats and find whatever it is. Alright, let's examine the area. The design is difficult to read. The paint is faded. Trottel fruitier. Truktel. What? There's no way it says that. You must have just made those words up. All words are made up, Falcon. I mean, he's got a point. They are all made up. I see hanging bushes of onions. Bushes? That can't be right. It's sprigs. Sprigs of onions. But bundles of onions. That's pretty neutral. Confederacies of onions. Okay, we're done. Flocks of onions. We're done. I love it. I love clicking everything. Cause like they just have some good crack. An empty card. Somebody scrolled the word "Death Guards" on it. The owner's name, perhaps? I don't think so, Falcon. See the graffiti on the wall behind you. That's wall. Somebody thinks that's funny. Does that street lamp look broken to you? Yep. I think all the lamps on the street have been vandalized. The ground is covered in glass from the broken bit. Oh! That explains why my foot is hurting. It does? There's a glass in the sole of my shoe. I must have trodden on some shards while chasing after the croque monsieur. Oh no, my good shoes are ruined. Well, I wouldn't say good. You paid 20 cents for them. File this away in the evidence folder. You want me to file away the broken glass? Yep. I'm filing an official formal complaint to the government. The faulty street lamp was ruined my shoes and I'm owed compensation. I think the government officials have better things to do than worry about your 20-cent shoes, Barrison. What'd you see about that? Are you satisfied? We have real evidence to find. I love it. Yeah, this is the thing that the clockmanship dropped. It's a list. 40 muskets, 20 pistols, gunpowder, 3,000 musket balls to be delivered to the sleeping city. This is an invoice. I don't see any names on here, but given the contents and quantities, the goods are probably intended for the rebels. Excellent finds, Barrison. It was nothing. But the sleeping city, what could that be? Well, it's a city that sleeps a lot, so somewhere in Spain would be my guess. I'm pretty sure that the location is not a literal city. For one thing, we already know the city where the rebels are gathering. It's right here in Paris. The sleeping city is a good phrase. Like a riddle. A riddle, Well, I'm stumped, and isn't getting us nowhere. We must find someone who can solve it. We need a person who is knowledgeable about all manner of riddles and puzzles. A know-it-all, huh? Precisely. In the meantime, I'll file this away for safekeeping. Know-it-all. I love it. Do you think the clock dropped anything else? Doesn't seem to be anything else to click on, does there? I think we're done here. Okay. I guess we can always come back if you think we have forgotten something. Alright. So who could solve riddles, though? Oh. Got a cutscene. The library would be a good place to go. Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle? Don't call me that. My apologies, madame. But what are your faults? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, more than a little macabre. But it will do. Excellent. I have hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured, your weapons are safe. Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madame. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts? Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country when the time comes. I'll be the one to pull the trigger. Oh? So we know the lion's in charge. Well, let's go to the library. I feel like the library would be the best place to find a riddle solver. Do you think Nice Fan likes riddles? Of course, all librarians like riddles. Seems like a bit of a stereotype, that's all I'm saying. Stereotype or not, we have to hope that it's true. That Buffin is our best chance at getting at the bottom of this. Time to put our polite faces on. He's here now. Good day, Dramino and Dramino. Why, good day, monsieur. It's a pleasure to see you again on this fine day. Tell me, kind monsieur, do you like riddles? Of course. Here's one for you, messieurs. What has 2 mouths and 4 ears, yet talks twice as much as it listens? You. It's you, messieurs, you. You come in here, yammering and yelling, never stopping to close your beaks for a minute. Oh, very good, monsieur. Last person, we need to get into his good books. What kind of laugh was that? What was that? Sorry, I can't fake life. Oh, mon Dieu. Stop this farce. You must yourselves have some inane riddle that you want solving. Let's hear it. Go on, spit it out. Alright, well, if we were to say that there is a place called the Sleeping City in Paris, where would it be? That's a new one. The Sleeping City. Got it. Really? Of course. The riddle was trivially easy. There are plenty of locations that could be called the Sleeping City, but only one place outside in Paris. Oh, and where would that be? We know the answer, of course, obviously. We're just fact-checking to make sure that you got it right. Think it through, messieurs. What kind of city is only inhabited by those who sleep all day and all night? I got it! Spain! Don't be desperate, son. Spain isn't a city. Perhaps the monsieur is referring to the capital of Spain, Madrid. Nice sleepy place. Spain? Madrid? You are remarkably dense, aren't you? Sleep is a metaphor. Actually, it's one of the oldest and most powerful metaphors in the history of literature. It symbolizes death itself. The sleeping city obviously refers to a city of the dead. necropolis. Think, monsieur, think. Use your puny avian brains. Do we have any necropolises in Paris? Of course! The catacombs! The winding tunnels of the dead that lie beneath our very feet. Very good, monsieur. That's the first silently intelligent thing you have managed to say all day. You have more questions, don't you? Oh, yes. I know that the bourgeois like to tour the catacombs, don't they? Correct. It was quite the bourgeois tourist house about 20 years ago. But if you want me to pay a visit, you are too late. The church had all the entrances sealed shut fairly recently. Why would the church do that? Believe it or not, they consider the turning of mausoleum into tourist attraction to be in poor taste. Alright. They shut down all the entrances, really? Surely there must be one or two left untouched. If there is such an entrance, it's not public knowledge. I see. Can you give us a brief rundown on the history of the catacombs? The cemeteries of Paris were overflowing by the end of this last century. It is missed from what I hear. To create space, King Louis, whatever that Roman numeral is, ordered for the old skeletons to be excavated and put into the unused mine tunnels that lie under the city. So following little renovation and many years of hard work, the mines were successfully turned into a subterranean mausoleum. So what? It's basically a grave for people and skeletons. Millions more like. Don't underestimate the size of the tunnels, monsieur. I think we're done here for now. Thank you for your time, monsieur. Good day. If the Sleeping City really is the Paris catacombs, then there must be a way to get in. An underground tunnel network will probably be connected to the city sewers, right? So we just need to find the right manhole and boom, in this spooky, scary skeleton town. That's a good idea. Or perhaps it connects to the Seine. Perhaps some swimming is in order. You do dances are going to get yourselves killed. If you really wish to visit the catacombs, be best off asking those responsible for the closures. The dead people? The church, monsieur. The church would know of any unsealed entrances that exist. Alright. The dead people. Sparrison, you crack me up. You crack me up every time. Right, so where do we go to now? We haven't been there yet. Oh, there. Would it be worth going there? I remember you. You guys helped me out with this little dilemma. What is it, mademoiselle? Which country is better, Great Britain or the United States of America? Well, obviously Great Britain. But in aside all prejudice, the British Empire is magnificent. I suspect that it will continue to prosper for years to come. The USA is still a young nation. Anything could happen to it. You think Britain is the safer option, huh? I suppose it could make for a shorter trip. What is this about, mademoiselle? Well, I'm thinking of taking a trip. A long trip. Everywhere I go in Paris, people are angry and depressed. It's like violence is about to break out at any moment. I've saved up enough, so I'm going to get out of here, follow my dream of starting a new life overseas. Who's going to look after Chateau Grenelli? Well, with the Baron's passing, they've just had to auction off his estate. I think the Demois were showing some interest in the household, so I guess they can handle the household duties themselves. The Demois, you say. Interesting. Anyway, this might be the last time we'll see each other, so I'll just say, au revoir, Sparrison. Au revoir, Monsieur Falcon. Farewell, mademoiselle. I wish you a pleasant voyage. So long, mademoiselle. Don't let those limeys push you around. Limeys? Hey, Falcon, I think we forgot something. The rebels, the croque-monsieur, all that juicy investigation stuff. We're supposed to be asking questions. Alright, that completely slipped my mind. It's no matter. Colleen didn't seem like the type to get involved with rebels and arms dealers. She probably knew nothing, I suppose. In any case, she seems to be the only one with enough sense to escape before the violence starts. Yeah. Oh, but we know that Baron Regal is definitely dead. He is dead, dead, dead. That's all we know. Right. I guess we go to church then. Did you sneak out of the Louvre again? I keep telling you, my brother, you can't risk being seen. There's too much at stake. But the good word must be spread, my brother. We need as many supporters as possible. No more skulking in the shadows. No more cowering in the dark. We must rise up against our oppressors. Oh, but before I forget, here's your pen back. I borrowed it. Again? What happened to yours? I lost it. So careless. Don't sweat the petty things, brother. Let's focus on removing the obstacles that stand in the way of our father's dream. Right, like the annoying little bird who's been poking his beak into our business. He's dangerously close to uncovering our secret. At least we know that these definitely are two different people. You want me to take care of him? It will be in our best interests. I have a trap in mind, but... someone's coming. Go hide. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. My brothers have returned. What can I do for you today? A confession, perhaps? Actually, Vraya, we're here for information. We want to learn more about the catacombs at Lion de Paris. The catacombs? You don't want to go there, my brother. It's a wretched and haunted place. I'm sure it is, but we know that the church was responsible for having the entrances sealed shut. So we figured that maybe there's a super secret fire-only entrance that could only you know about. A secret entrance. That's an interesting idea. You know, you're not the first birds to ask about that. We aren't. Yes. A cockerel paid a visit yesterday. Oh god, Cockerico's already here. He's gonna be in trouble. Perfect posture and snooty or one-eyed and scowling. The first. A prosecutor, I think he said he was. Anyway, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. If you venture into the catacombs, you will not return. Understood. Was that a threat? No, just a friendly word of caution. We wouldn't want anyone to get lost in the endless maze, would we? Now, if you two will excuse me, I have a sermon to prepare. Be on your way. Damn another dead end. Maybe it's time to wrap this up. We can go tell the inspector what we found and call it a day. Don't quit just yet. I managed to take something from the Fry's pockets when we gave his little warning. Seriously, again, this is becoming something of a bad habit for you. Well, go on then. Let's see what you pilfered. You found this pen in the Fry's robes. Yep. Interesting. Actually, this is more than interesting. This is amazing. This is the exact same pen that Judge Romulus uses. It even contains the same green ink. Do you think it's exactly the same pen, or do you think Romulus and Remus just have a matching set? Honestly, don't know. But I do know that this may come in handy. I'm going to keep a hold of it. We're still at the dead end, though. My gut tells me that the Friar is hiding something, but I can't get him to cough up. It's not like we can beat information out of him. Let's just go do other stuff and maybe we'll stumble across more clues. Maybe you're right. Let's go. Right, well, we have enough to pay off the debt. So I feel like we need to go to the... What was it called again? There. We need to go pay off the debt to this guy. Come in! It's you two. Now you managed to gather the materials I need. Yes, monsieur. This string and copper pot exactly as described. Here you go. What? What is this? Where did you get this pot? It looks like it belongs in a museum or something. It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a bit of asking around we managed to find the suitable substitutes. There's a general store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots and the like. I assumed you had gone shopping there. Well, no matter. Give me 1 minute and I'll finish assembling the device. Ta-da! May I proudly present to you Gustav Troll's magnificent Explorer Extractor Surgical Device. Trademarked. Patent pending. It looks like a bed of kitchen tongues hooked up to his sewing pot. Stewing pot, sorry. Agreed. I wasn't expecting something so low tech and, well, bad. Perhaps a demonstration is not at 1 minute. 1 moment if you please. Psst. Falcon. That thing looks like jug. This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time. I suspected that the man was delusional from the very start. It would explain why he was being treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done, though. Let's just humor Gustav until we can get an option to leave, cut our losses. What about my medical debt? Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, messieurs. So here we have one piece of regular meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier. Okay, that meat is a soldier. An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier. And here we have a small piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, that this is a musket ball. So a soldier is wandering through a battlefield, not a care in the world, when all of a sudden, BAM! The person has been shot. The musket ball's been embedded in the man's flesh. I'm scared, Falcon. He slammed that metal into the meat like a madman. Quick, messieurs! You're a battlefield medic. The soldier is wounded, and you have precious little time. What do you do? Well, I'm no surgeon, but I think most doctors would feel around for musket ball fragments and then carefully use a scalpel. How archaic, how slow, how imprecise. Now, I hear you wondering, Monsieur Dwarf, surely there must be a better way. I wasn't. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device, and then as I move the detector compound over the meat. Is that thing humming? It is, monsieur. When the electromagnet component of the Explorer extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum. I must say, I'm actually impressed, monsieur. A device that can detect metal beneath flesh. That's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before. Yeah, but why limit it to the battlefield surgery? You could repurpose that thing to be some sort of treasure hunting device that will make you really rich. Hold your horses, monsieur, hold your horses. I'm not done yet. You've only seen half of the device capabilities, the exploration part. Now you can witness the second part, extraction. Did that thing just, yep, sucked out the bullet like a pip from a grapefruit. Behold, the ritual piece of iron removed swiftly and precisely from the flesh. So what do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh? I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's practically exploded. I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trove, you're a strange and mighty terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We should pass it along to Dr. Valret and let him decide its worth. Oh, God. Ah, thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve. I'm hungry. Let's pick up some steaks on the way back to the office. Let's not. Alright, so I feel like that device is going to be really useful. Oh, we've only got one option today. Okay. There he is! There who is? That's the rooster who shut the clock and shit! Cocorico, no. Cocorico, no. I think we're getting close to unraveling this whole rebellion nonsense. Let's not go to the Sparrowson. We're nearly there. Alright, let me just deal with this letter first. Spam? I don't think so. It's from Cocorico. Zavrin. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. Let's hear it. JayJay, if this letter reaches you interrupted, then it means that I've been captured or killed by the rebels. What? Last evening, this inspector gave me a tip-off of a midnight trade between the rebels and the Croque-Monsieur, Rue des Marmousets. I intend to watch from the shadows, but I know that such a mission is a dangerous one. Wish me luck. If this is the last correspondence you'll ever hear from me, then I suppose I should end on a positive note. Falcon, you are a good friend and an excellent lawyer. I'm sorry for belittling you all these years. Kind God, Severin Cocorico. Is this for real? There's no way. This letter has to be some sort of setup. It's Severin's handwriting. Where do you think he is? I don't know. Why would he go alone? I don't know. But we have to go help him, right? I mean, if that trade was at midnight last night, and it's 10 o'clock now, he might still be okay. Maybe, I don't know. Come on, Falcon, pull yourself together. We've got to act fast while there's still time on the clock. You're right. Sparrowson, grab your coat. We're going to save Severin. Really? Are you serious? Absolutely. I know we can do it. With all the investigating we've done over the last couple of weeks, I think we know the rebels better than they know themselves. We can find them. We can outwit them. And we can bring Severin home alive. Well, you're bursting with confidence. But where are we going? Was Severin's letter not clear? He was investigating the Rue des Marmousets. So, that's where we should start. Yeah, let's go. Oh, we're gonna save Severin now. We are going to save Severin. Is this not a trap though? Because like that monk was talking about a trap. Well, Friar. Come on, Sparrowson, keep up. No time for wheezing. If Cocorico was last seen around here, then there has to be a clue nearby. Right. I'm guessing it's the big giant bloodstain on the floor. There's a pool of blood here. It looks fresh. Cocorico's. I see drag marks heading towards that tunnel, which leads straight to the Seine. If I had to guess, someone was killed here last night and their body was hastily disposed of in the river. But I see several sets of bloody footprints too. Some are faint, but they head that way towards the main road. So he could still be alive? Let's see where the footprints go. I hope he's still alive. I kind of like Cocorico. Yeah, the footsteps lead right into Notre Dame. It seems that way. Unbelievable. Where's the friar when you need one? Forget the friar. Let's keep following the blood trail and see where it ends up. Wait a minute, Falcon. Should we get the police involved before we go any further? Ooh. I mean, I'm not entirely sure about the police. I mean, they're fairly rubbish. And do you remember what Severin wrote in his letter? The inspector was the one who gave him the tip-off. What are you saying? Did you think the police are in on this? At this point, anything's possible. We have to stay focused on the trail, not trial. Hey, wait up! That way leads straight down too. Dun dun dun. It's this guy. Man, I'm famished. When is that mouthy pirate gonna relieve me of duty so I can go grab a snack? The trail keeps going. Hey, isn't that the consigliere jail keeper? Go out. It's Quark, you dummies. I had no idea that you were a religious man, monsieur. I'm not. Not a career change. Private security pays much better than regular old jail keeping, you know. Monsieur, we don't have much time, so I'll keep it brief. We're following a trail that leads to the door behind you. We need you to let us pass. The door behind me? Ah, you idiots. That door leads straight to the catacombs. You don't want to go in there. Get the gums. And besides, just because I know how to get in doesn't mean I'm just gonna let you pass. I've got a job to do. I'm integrity. I promise to act as God, and that's what I'm gonna do. You want the bribe, don't you? Bingo. What you got? Yeah, for your troubles. 10 francs? What, are you trying to insult me? Alright, here, another 10. Oh, starting to warm up. What else you got? Oh my god, this guy. Fine, here, take it, you mini grubber. Good enough. So the door's right behind me. Go ahead. That's the door to the catacombs. It's that simple. Yeah, it's that simple. What, are you expecting hidden bookcase or something? Go on, go look. What idiots. They're walking straight into a pitch black maze without even a torch. I wonder, will they get lost to starve? Will they find the crazy lion girl and get shot? Either way, ain't my problem. Oh god. Oh god. This isn't gonna bode well. Upon entering the doorway, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves at the top of a stone staircase that spirals into the abyss below. Here goes nothing. They begin the descent. I love the sound effects. I knew an underground passage would be dark, but this is ridiculous. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, Sparrowson. I think that was the last step. Now she twisted tunnels out of us. I should take up smoking. If I smoked, I would have had a match right now. I would be able to see where we're going. Plus, you know, all the health benefits. I'd probably be calmer. Keep it together, Sparrowson. I know. I'll unravel these loose threads from my jacket. We can just trace the string to find our way back if we reach a dead end. Ah, good thinking. Just like Theseus and the Mento. Wait, there ain't any Magnetos in here, are there? Head of a bull, body of a bull. Scary stuff. That's not... actually, never mind. It feels like there's a gap in the wall here. I guess the path... Yeah, how would Magnetos work in this world, actually? I can feel a slight breeze coming from the passage to the left. There seems a little more stagnant to the right. Oh. Which path do you take? Which path? There must get more stagnant the deeper we travel into the tunnels. Let's press onward. The walls feel weird and bumpy. What kind of stone is this? I had to break it to you, Sparrowson, but that's not stone. Wait, so what is it? Well, we're in a crypt. Oh dear. I thought it would be a team of 1 or 2 coffins, not walls of skeletons. Keep it together, Sparrowson. Seven's life is on the line. You're right. I have to stay focused. I'd love to go to the catacombs one day. Oh, it looks like the path branches again. Are my eyes going funky from the darkness, or is that the glimmer of light coming from the right path? No, I see it too. There's definitely some light on that side. It's definitely getting lighter. I can see my hands again. But that might just mean that we're getting close to the exit, right? Maybe this has all been a wild goose chase. Hush, listen. Voices. We're getting closer. Are you going mad? Wait, Falcon, aren't you scared? Terrified. There they are. I'll ask one more time. What is your name? Ah, no. Are you with the police? The royal guard, speak bird. Mambo, but moi, we'll be here all night, and he simply ain't talking. Didn't react to coaxing, he didn't react to torture. Maybe it's time, you know, to administer some justice. Justice? That word. Oh, the rooster finally crows. You want to know who I am? Fine. My name is Severin Cocorico. I am a public prosecutor for the Cour d'Assises. Well, Sevy, it's been a pleasure. We can't be having spies running around our base of operations, can we? So without further ado, I hereby sentence you to... Wait a minute, Biola. This is no ordinary spy. Because he's a prosecutor. No. Because he's the bastard who condemned my father 10 years ago. Why, are you sure? had my suspicions when I saw his smoke air of arrogance is holier than foul glare. Ah, holier. But now that I know his name and occupation, there is no doubt. Do you remember, Bert? Do you remember the trial of a homeless lion in the winter of 1835? What was your father's name? Jean Beaumont. What were his crimes? His only crime was trying to feed a starving child. He took a handful of vegetables from a grocer's stand. Not out of greed, but of sheer desire to see me survive. But he was seen by a policeman. Another arrogant cockerel like yourself, actually. So my father was thrown in jail. He was dragged to court. I had the privilege of watching the proceeding from the stands. I remember your sharp words. This man is a thief. This man is a scoundrel. He deserves the hardest possible punishments for his crimes. You didn't care about the consequences. You didn't care about why my father did what he did. All you cared about was fulfilling your lust to see a criminal behind bars. My father received a sentence of 5 years. He died on his foot. Do you remember him? Mademoiselle, in all my days as a prosecutor, I've seen over 1,000 cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. You rotten Connard! We're all just insects to you, aren't we? Who cares if a child starves in the streets, as long as you put in enough criminals behind bars to meet your quota, am I right? Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. Sovereign Cocorico, you've been tried by the people of the Second Republic. We've found you guilty on the council conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont. Oh, I have been found guilty, mademoiselle. You want to shoot me so that you can feel your revenge fantasies? Then by all means shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. A court of justice? No, there's a contradiction. Bird, you know nothing of justice. Friar Remus, read this man his last words. With pleasure, madame. Falcon, we have to make a move. Say something. Alright, I'm going in. I'm going to? No. I need you to get out of here. Go find the police, royal guard, anyone. I'll stall for time. Falcon. Okay. I'll go get help. Do you have any last words? Just pull the trigger. Just pull the bloody trigger and be done with it. Wait. Wait. He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, there's no defense, no examination of the facts. You've dragged a man off the streets and decided his fate based purely on your own prejudices and whims. Who the clock does this bird brain think he is? The clock, I love it. I am this man's defense attorney. I am JayJay Falcon. JayJay, what are you doing? Defense attorney? You're a raving loony is what you are. Or a spy. I've seen this monsieur eavesdropping on our conversations before. Can he be trusted? Everyone, please hear me out. Oh god. Oh god, we need to save Cocorico. This is like tense. Just go for the first. Monsieur Fontaine, we've only met on a couple of occasions, but you seem like an intelligent and reasonable person. What, Tom, eh? I do consider myself to be reasonable. Then surely you can see something wrong with dragging someone off the streets and executing them without trial. Well, I want to see a better France, monsieur, a France of actual liberty for all. I don't enjoy violence, but I have no qualms with traitor or two dying to achieve the noble goal. Means the end, you know? Do you see, Falcon? This man's death is inevitable. For the good of France and in the name of justice, he must be killed. Justice. There's that word again. Madame, I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice? Revenge? What's the difference? Fairness, madame. Justice offers the accused a chance to defend themselves and ensures that both sides are treated as equals. My father was not treated as an equal. Then maybe this is your opportunity to be the better person. Madame, surely you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen. Fine, Falcon. We play this your way. You shall have a formal trial for the murder of Croque Monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers? Don't take me for a fool. You'll walk us straight into a trap. We shall have the trial right here, right now. Right here, in the catacombs. It's a good place as any. I suppose we'll be needing a judge. I'll volunteer. No thanks, Piero. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Oh. Just go see how the security is doing, Piero. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Right, yo. Perhaps I can help, madam. You know that I'm a pious man, after all. Okay, Remus, you can be our judge. I will lead the prosecution. What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As we speak, we are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. That should be our jury. That may work as a metaphor, but in practical terms. In practical terms, it's me. You have to convince Falcon. Convince me that this bird is not guilty. After all, I'm the one who holds the gun. Well, it looks like we are ready to get started. The trial of Severin Cocorico is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man known as the Crockmanshire Coldbird. Madame Beaumont, please explain the details of what happened. Very well. Last night, as the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard on the Rue des Marsettes. Pierre alerted us, and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene, I saw the man known as the Crockmanshire, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Saw no other body. I saw the murderer, Severin Cocorico, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand that you did not witness this crime firsthand, madame? That you only saw the aftermath? Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself. Ma'am Beaumont, I found this here pigeon running around our tunnels. I am no pigeon, monsieur. He's a spy in any case. What's I execute him right now? It's alright, he's with me. With you? He's my assistant, he carries my bags and stuff. Falcon, I trust you do not have any of our assistants lurking around the corner. No, madame. Then take your lucky out of my sight. Psst, Falcon. What is it? I saw someone looking in the catacombs. I think he was watching this from the shadows. And never rebel. I don't know. But he got spooked when he saw me drop this. What's this? A political pamphlet? Well, I best be getting back to the patrols then. Not so fast, Pierre. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not? I did, madam. Then can you be our first witness? Go stand in the centre. Okie dokie. I love the music. Do I need to say no for something? That won't be necessary. We trust you. Just tell us what you saw last night, Pierre. Okie dokie. I saw it plain as day, like. The Crockmanshire was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmoset. When all of a sudden, this here brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired. Croc slumped to the floor, deed. Using the last of his strength, the Crockmanshire drew out his own gun. Bam! The Croc fired back. So clarify, Cocorico shot first. Aye, madam. No question there. What happened next? Well, I knew you guys. Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am. We're only stones throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get help. We were right back on the scene maybe a minute after I'd left. And there I saw the dead Crockmanshire, the murderous Severin Cocorico with my own eyes. Thank you. It's nothing, ma'am. You see, Falcon, Pierre's not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. True that. But he is honest to a fault. I trust his own word. His word above mine. I don't doubt the man's honesty, madame. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What does that mean? I don't claim to be an expert of the law. That was always my brother's role in the family, but I think cross-examination means that Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means that I would like to make sure that Pierre's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand. Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madam. So I put an end to the trial. No. We will let the bird have his with the cross-examination. But I warn you, Falcon, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you. If I get the slightest inkling that you're rambling to stall for time, I'll end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Stop questioning Cocorico's shoe size or the colour of the Crockmanshire's underwear? I now lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. Oh god, this is pressure. This is pressure. Right, so... I mean, I think we should question that because it wasn't a day. You claim that you saw the incident as plain as day. Oh, plain as day. Hello. I would like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight in February on an overcast moonless night in an unlit alley. What's your point? It would have been too dark. So dark that you could not possibly have correctly identified the people involved. Hey, I swear I saw what I saw. Hold on, Falcon. You stepped up. You say that alley was lit by distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue de Mars. Oh, yeah, that's right. We live in La Ville Lumiere. There's a gas lamp on every street. You're right, Madame Beaumont. There are street lanterns over Rue de Marmoset, but they wouldn't have been any good. Ah, the broken glass. The street lamps over Rue de Marmoset were broken. They are completely non-functional. As proof, I present the glass shards that line the alleyway. These are shards originate from the panes of the broken lamps. And I've still got the holes in the sole of my shoe. Double proof. Those glass shards could have been from anywhere. You could send one of your underlings to see the broken lamps for themselves if you want. And to waste more time? I think not. This sounds like a stalling tactic. Excuse me. Excuse me, Madame Beaumont. I don't remember whether the street lamps were or were not broken, but I do remember that we had to use torchlight up the scene. Hey, whose side are you on? I'm saying Falcon might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that we weren't any street lamps lit. Are you saying I'm a liar? I thought we were mates, man. Stop cribbling, both of you. Maybe the seat lamps were broken. Maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. And that the Pierre's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after Pierre did. 1 minute, that's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape and for a passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? You must acknowledge that it is a possibility. I acknowledge nothing. There is the inkling of doubt. You know that there is the slight notion that Pierre may be misremembering what he saw. Don't badger that prosecution, Monsieur Falcon. I wasn't badgering. On to the next witness, Madame Bumor. Do you have anyone in mind? I do. There is someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur. A man who knows everything that there is to know about the craft of weaponry. Oh, that's me again. Shut up, Piano. Get off the stand. Aye, ma'am. I call Fontaine forward. Very well. Now, Fontaine, is it true that you're a gun specialist? Well, I hate to brag, but I know about guns, the mechanics, their beauty. Have you heard about the revolver mechanisms America is developing? Wonderful stuff. Fontaine, let's stick to the guns that we found at the crime scene. Tell us about these. Oh, aye, right. This is a gun found in San Cockatoo's person at the time of the arrest. It's a standard issue percussion lock shuttle-rot gentleman's pistol, 24cm length, 15mm caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. It's a gun that says, I'm a reliable man of the law. That sounds like a Cocorico. Does it? Cocorico's always told me that the riding crop is a self-defense weapon of choice. It's strange that he had a gun in the first place. Okay. And this gun found on Crockman's coat, clutched tightly in his hands. It is a turnover pistol, double-barreled, ivory handle, 20cm length, 30mm caliber. This is an exquisite, highly customized gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff. The Crockman was a legendary arms dealer. It's so surprised that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant. But what's really fascinating about the Crockman's gun is the ammunition. See, the bore of the pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. Please stop, Fontaine. I didn't call you this. Here you show off your gun knowledge. Tell us what you uncovered when you examined the Crockman's bullet wound. Aye. Well, a lead bullet was embedded in the middle of the Crockman's sternum, and it appeared to have straight angle of entry. So in other words, the Crockman's was facing his killer when he was shot. Aye, that's right. The other interesting point was that the Crockman's outer clothes were singed. This typically only occurs if a person is close enough to a gunshot to be directly burned by a gun's muzzle flash. And how close does a person have to be burned by muzzle flash? Less than 3 meters, I would say. 5 at the very most. Then there's no chance that there was a rogue sniper on the rooftops. The Crockman's killer was standing in Rue de Montmorency with him. As is plainly evident, only one person was found in the Rue de Montmorency at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico. Well said, madam. I think you just unequivocally proved this bird's guilt. Not so fast. I would like to cross-examine the distance. I don't think so. You're outside your bounds, bird. Let the lawyer try, Remus. When he fails, there'll be absolutely no doubt to anyone in the room that Cocorico was nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. Alright. I want to look at this pistol, because he was going to say more about that. Van Dane, about the Crockman's turnover pistol. You're about to say something about the gun's ammunition before Madame, but what could you have? What could you give us the details? Oh great, now we'll never stop talking. I'm glad you asked, Falcon. See, as you probably know, most bullets are just small round lead balls, right? But that's not the case here. This particular weapon used an advanced iron-tipped aerodynamic carefully grooved. Actually, would be quicker if I just show you. Take a look. This is an iron-tipped mini ball. It's very rare, top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I'd never seen one of these. Like I said before, Crockman's was a legendary arms dealer. It only makes sense that he would have access to the latest weaponry. Where did you find this bullet, Fontaine? In the turnover pistol's chamber. Well done. I'm confused. I thought the Crockman's fired his gun, so how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with a bullet? Turnover pistol's double-barreled. That means that it can hold 2 bullets at once, ready to be fired in quick succession. I see. The Crockman's fired 1 bullet, but died before he could fire the second. I trust that you. Have no more questions about this matter, Falcon. We've wasted enough time already. Well, where's the other bullet, though? I feel like... Not yet. Where is the other bullet? What other bullet? The fired mini ball. There were 2 shots that night, remember? One from the assailant and one from the crocodile. I scoured the scene for a couple of minutes, but I couldn't find it. It's a pity. It would have been great to have 2 of these magazine bullets. Madame Beaumont, did anyone find the fired mini ball in Cocorico's body? In his body? You are asking if Cocorico was wounded by a bullet? No, that much is plain to see. So again, I must ask, where is the fired mini ball? Oh, we're going to use the machine. Well, I don't have any clue. What are you trying to get at, Falcon? Isn't it obvious? If the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway wall and it wasn't embedded in Coquerico, then that means it hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer, the real murderer. It must still be embedded in whoever attacked the clock monsieur. Ludicrous notion. It makes perfect sense. The double-barreled turnover gun. The missing bullet. Fine, I'll humor you. Let's say that the bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. What of it? Well, it's only been a few hours since the shooting. Presumably, the person will still have the bullet lodged in them. Find the person with the unique iron mini bull embedded in them, and you find the real murderer. That's reasonable, but we don't have time or no resources to search every citizen in Paris to uncover the injured gunman. You don't have to search everyone in Paris. I believe the murderer to be someone in this very room. Oh, you think you have a traitor in our midst? I do. This was obviously a planned attack, and someone invited Coquerico and the Crocksmanshire to the same place at the same time in order to create a setup. Only someone with rebels' connections could engineer such an event. This is ridiculous. Are you really saying that someone in this room was shot last night? That's clearly untrue. A bullet wound can be concealed. Perhaps if you all were to take off your shirts. No, I'm not having everyone in the room stripped down to their knickers just to cater to your outrageous theory. If you can't think of a more reasonable way to prove your straight bullet theory, then we end this damn trial here and now. A more reasonable way? I have a more reasonable way. What are you thinking, Falcon? Isn't it obvious we have the perfect way to uncover whether someone has been shot? It's a genius solution. The machine. Yes. It's all coming together, folks. Are you serious, Falcon? You're relying on the invention of a lunatic. I've never been more serious. Madame Beaumont, Friar Limes, and members of the court. This device is called an explorer and extractor. It's the latest medical technology. It looks like a children's toy. I assure you this is no toy. It was designed to find and extract metal embedded in bodies. A battlefield bullet finder and remover, if you will. I'm intrigued. So you're saying that you just swing that device around and it finds a bullet in a person? Yes, sort of. I don't know. We haven't had a chance to practice with it, really. Madame, these birds are playing you for a fool. There is no way that such a device exists. We have seen this device work with our own eyes. Sparson to demonstrate. Me? I thought you will need something to demonstrate it on. Okay, what? I guess we just... The bullet, then? Here we have an iron-tipped mini ball as presented by Vandy moments ago. Observe, I placed the bullet in my closed fist. It now presents the fired bull. It now represents the fired bullet that is currently embedded in the murderer's body. Allegedly. Now, Sparson will demonstrate what happens when my hand is scanned with the Explorer's extractor device. So I just... It's humming and buzzing. Is it really detecting that bullet? Absolutely. What an intriguing device. What would happen if I would it extract right now? But please don't. You remember what happened to that thing, right? My, what is this feeling? It feels like power. Don't let it go to your head. Okay, I'm convinced, Falcon. Sparson, you may perform a cursory scan of each of us with that device of yours. You must stop humouring these morons, madam. What good is this going to do us? They may be morons, but this test will grant us scientific space. Hey, Falcon, what will happen to the murder of someone not present in this room? It most likely isn't. What? I'm stalling. Falcon. Can I move on, you two? I really must express my displeasure that you are going along with this farce, Madame Beaumont. Let us end this trial. Right here and now. You can get this justice you crave. Don't worry, Remus. My patience for this bird brain is wearing thin, too. When this assassination scheme of his fails, he will face the consequences. Lucky bird, scan the rooster first. He's the prime suspect of all. Okay. I'm not getting any reaction. That means that there's probably no bullet lodged in Coquerico. So he's innocent for sure. No, all it means is this person was not shot by the hypothetical bullet. Don't forget this is all speculation on Falcon's part. Madame, I must insist that you end this. It's a fool's errand. We have other matters we must attend to. Remus, you let me worry about our time management. Pierre, you go next. Ari, get over with. No reaction. That means that Pierre wasn't shot either. No surprises there, right, guys? Let's see, next we shall. Madame, I implore you. You're being awfully lippy, Remus. Why don't you go next? Me. That is really not necessary, madam. I don't want to participate in this ridiculous child's game. This is no game, and I am issuing you an order to cooperate. I refuse. Piero, please restrain Remus. With pleasure, ma'am. What are you doing? Keep your filthy talons off me. I'll not be manhandled by... Ow, stop that. You're making a mistake. Madam, think a little harder. I have an alibi, as if you the whole times. Sparrowson, do the red test. Oh, it's gonna be him, innit? Falcon, I'm not getting any reaction. That can't be right. Do it again. There's nothing. Furry must have not been shot as far as its device can tell. They didn't dare to manhandle a man of the cloth like that. As I said on the floor, madam, I was with you in Fontaine for the entire evening. A component could not possibly be in two places at once. The twin, though. It's true, you were sitting in my line of sight exactly when the murder was supposed to have taken place. As was I. Fontaine was sitting with us too, so that rules him out. And then that I didn't perform the murder, obviously, which means that every suspect has been accounted for. Go sit down, Lucky, your job is done. Oh, no, because it's the guy, man. It's his brother. It's his brother, I'm telling you. You realise what this means, don't you, Falcon? Your little test failed. Your hypothetical bullet fairy turned out to be unsubstantiated speculation, pure guesswork. Shall we end the trial, madam? Wait, there must be someone we're not accounting for. I just know it. There is someone who could have been the shooter. But I want to go for the judge. The cultist? No. Because the cultist is him. Vilely miss, how is your brother, the man named Dominus? My brother, he was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government. You and I know that that isn't true. Your brother is still in France. In fact, I think he's lurking in these very catacombs right now. An absurd notion. Your theories are getting more and more outlandish, Falcon. Where is your evidence? Oh, I know. I can answer this one. I found this in the catacomb tunnel. An introductory guide to the cult of reason. Thank you, Spallison. Now, Vilely miss, does this pamphlet look familiar to you? No, I've never seen it before in my life. Are you sure? Are you sure it doesn't belong to your brother Romulus? No, there are many cultists in Paris. Maybe it belongs to one of them. Falcon, I'll take your word that your lackey found this pamphlet in the catacombs, but Remus is right. You have no evidence that the man known as Romulus is the one who dropped it. This pamphlet could have been dropped by anyone. It could even have been dragged in on the sole of Pierre's shoe, for all I know. Wouldn't be the first time. Actually, madame, I know for a fact that the pamphlet belonged to Romulus. I can prove it. Fountain pen. This pen is the key. You're putting the cart before the horse, Falcon. Let's anti-burn scratching. Alright, let's try again. I'm running over about the pamphlet by Romulus because I have another piece of... hang on. A little while ago, while visiting the Louvre, I saw a man who looked very much like Romulus handing out pamphlets. As you see, the pamphlet from the Louvre is identical to the pamphlet from the catacombs, except for one important detail. Romulus signed the Louvre pamphlet himself. No way my brother wouldn't do something so foolish. Do you see right here, on the cover page, that is Romulus's signature? I admire your tenacity, Falcon, but something is plainly wrong with your evidence. We know that the brother of Remus is named Romulus, but this Louvre pamphlet of yours is signed Silvius. Clearly an alliance. Romulus is on the run from the police. So he must have changed his identity. That's a plausible theory, but it's unsubstantial. How would he know that this pamphlet was signed by Remus's brother? Now we use the fountain pen. This fountain pen. Hey, where did you get that? Is that my brother's or mine? Remus, your mouth is almost as big as Romulus's. Anyway, I believe it's yours, Barrison. Happened to find this pen in your robes just a few days ago. You mean he stole it? Let's not argue over semantics. What's important and what you just admitted is that you and your brother both owned pens, just like this one. See, these pens are unique in that they contain green ink, a very unusual choice of ink color. A very evil choice, too. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's the same ink that was used on the signed pamphlet. Since there are only two pens, there are only two possibilities. Either Fry and Remus has been signed off an atheist cultist propaganda. I would never do such a thing. His brother has been using his identical pen to sign cultist propaganda, the same type that was found in these catacombs. Impossible, my clumsy awful brother lost his pen a week ago. So then the only explanation is that you lent him your own. No, you see, it doesn't matter how you got it, Fryer. One way or another, you and your brother are tied to the cultist pamphlet. Admit it, confess. Falcon, enough. You've made your point. You're asserting that the Friar's pen ties him to the cultist pamphlet? I get it. This is all tenuous, wouldn't you say, madam? No question, Falcon has suggested a theory that hinges upon a theory that hinges upon another theory. It's not hard proof by any measure. He may very well be wrong. But at least he's logical. His theory is self-consistent. What are you saying, madam? Falcon, where did you say you found this pamphlet? The unsigned one, that is. Oh, down the catacombs tunnel. Through the fog on the left-hand side. Fontaine, Pierre, go see if you can find anyone dawdling where they shouldn't be. Aye, madam. Aye. In a moment, one of two things will happen. If Perry and Fontaine return empty-handed, in which case I'll have no choice but to execute Kakariko. And then I would have to execute you, Falcon, and you, Sparrowson. Not because of what you've seen tonight, although that's admittedly a problem, because your lives would be treasonous to our new republic. I didn't sign up for this. Oh, Pierre and Fontaine will return with a prisoner in tow, in which case we'll be free to cut Kakariko down and skedaddle. Surely not, madam. Not gonna let these three just walk free after everything that's happened here. This episode's been really long. Remember what this rooster did to your father. Hold your tongue, Furry. It turns out you've been deceiving me all this time. Mom, but look, Mom, look what we found. Oh, stop shoving me. I can walk myself. Uh-oh. Well, we really do have a ghost of catacombs. Introduce yourself, Wolf. Very well, madam. My name is... Madam? Right, madam. Whatever. My name is Sylvius. Don't you mean Romulus? That Elias isn't fooling anyone, your honor. Alright, I'm Romulus' twin brother of Remus and loyal servant to the rebel cause. That's all the truth. He's telling the truth, madam. Long live the Second Republic, right, guys? I have a lot of questions, both for you, Romulus, and for you, Remus. I don't appreciate being lied to. It seems that you have your hands full, so we'll just be taking our leave. Not so fast. Falcon, your theory is still improving. If it turns out that Romulus has no bullet in him, then you would have no evidence that implicates him of the Croc Monsieur's murder. Kakariko would still be the prime suspect. Bullet in me? Ha ha ha! What are you guys on about? Spare me! Fontaine, hold him down. Hold me down? Ow! Ow! Sparrowson, do your test. I'm on it. It's buzzing. It's really buzzing around his shoulder. I see blood. That's definitely a bullet wound there. That's an old bullet. An old war wound. I got a fight in Algeria in 56. Obviously, it doesn't lie. My brother is being completely honest, madam. He's a veteran. He was shot in battle. You know, I could just extract the bullet right here and now, and that would remove all doubt. Oh, the bastard deserves it, though. The bastard deserves it. Extract that Sparrowson. Ah! Whoa, sucked down like a bit from a grapefruit. Oh, hey, look at that. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the newfangled bullets right in Fontaine. There's no mistake on that, like. This is an iron-tipped mini-ball, just like the one in the Croc Monsieur's gun. Do you realize what this means, madame? It clearly demonstrates that Romulus confronted the Croc Monsieur before Kakariko arrived. This is undeniable evidence that Kakariko had nothing to do with the crocodile's death. You're right. I made a mistake. I forgot what the rooster did to my father, but this bird clearly had no part in killing the Croc Monsieur. Therefore, I cannot honestly call him an enemy of the Second Republic. Your friend is free to go. Fontaine, cut the rooster down. Right away, ma'am. Thank you, madame. For what? For giving us an opportunity to show you what justice looks like. Before you ask what the difference is between revenge and justice and fairness. Well, I didn't know if this trial was perfectly balanced, but let's prevent our side of the argument interrupted. It was fair. Pierre and Fontaine will help carry your friend to the tunnel entrance. We're on it, ma'am. Will you be okay by yourself with the two wolves? These toothless old dogs, I think I'll manage. Aye. Come on, brother, to your feet. So, cultist. Cultist is such a strong word. Listen, mademoiselle. Don't mademoiselle me. I shall be asking the questions here. Tell me, Freya, are you a cultist too? Madame, I'm just a humble servant of God. Ugh. I never realized how poisonous your words are. You've been spewing lies since the very start, haven't you? Madame. At least tell me why you killed the Croc Monsieur. Because... Allow me, brother. You want to know the truth? We want exactly the same thing as you. We want a world without class, a world without false rulers and gods. A world where only reason of man reigns. A world of true equality and fairness. That is what you strive for, no? But you cannot achieve such a goal without violence. Your methods are too passive, too naive. So you set up a situation where you'd be forced into action, make the government look like murderers to the rebels and make the rebels look like murderers to the government. Then you'd be forced to take up arms. I never lie. But that was the truth. You claimed that you want equality, but you just want a world where you stand above everyone else, a world where carnivores reign. You're a rabid animal at heart. You got me. But you can honestly say that you never wanted power for yourself. You're a carnivore too, don't deny it. Oh, this has turned into Zootropolis. No, I've never wanted power. All I've ever wanted was a world where no child has to grow up without a father. Did you know that Croc Monsieur was something of a family man? He once confided me that he had 5 children and a late wife. I had no idea. Tell me, Romulus, do you have children? Me? Pfft, no bad lie. Ooh! But, brother. As for you, Freya, get out of here. You aren't going to kill me. I ought to. You're the worst kind of person, a man who will cling to an ideology clause way up higher. But I know that you weren't the one to pull the trigger on Croc Mature. Maybe there's a sliver of goodness left in you. Go. Is this what justice looks like? It's so uncaring. Alright, so I think we'll leave it there. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see here, remember to subscribe. We'll see you next time from Aviary Attorney. Toodles!